Belgium, we reached out to an artist online named Pomrad, who we wanted to do some recording with, and he actually referred us to a friend of his named Andrew Plays, who's an iwi player, a really great iwiist. And saxophonist and electronic guy, and sort of like a caliber of musician and electronic artist that we were having trouble finding anywhere in the world.
Yeah, in New York, you know, we've had this age-old dilemma for a while, and it's starting to change for sure. But you got guys who are great players, but not well-versed in production. You got producers and DJs and beat makers, and they're incredible, and they make great sonicscapes. But if you were to ask them to go on stage and play a conventional instrument, let's say, and interact conventionally as our upbringing is as players first, in a sense, they're not so quick to want to do that necessarily. Or someone who has both in their arsenal, truly loves both sides, has an upbringing in checking out both sides and valuing equally both sides. That's a very rare thing to find. There more and more, and I think the younger generation is such where they're, you know, you can't avoid hearing music that are made, you know, in part with machines. So you grow up with the iPhone in your hand, and you know, video chats and computers and everything being computers. Even if you're a musician, you still have a good sense of computers. But back in the earlier days, you could be a musician and not own a computer, not own a cell phone, and just play your instrument.
Right.
And it's starting to happen now, where you're going to get guys who have both, and we're still not finding a ton of them in New York. So when we reached out, we were looking for someone who could do some gigs in Europe with us, because we have projects, the two of us, and we wanted a third member for those gigs that we were doing with video installation and all that. Got recommended to this guy, Andrew, and went to Antwerp on a spare day in March, not expecting good, bad, or otherwise, and thought, okay, if this works out, this will be really nice. And I think it more than worked out. It was like, if he lived in New York, he'd be one of the first people we call in New York. So we said, this time, let's go back and let's do it one more time, edit, finish the stuff, no overdubbing, no crazy production. The production happened live. We all have a lot of electronics, and we do it live. So this time we didn't have a lot of editing after the fact. It wasn't like, how do we make this sound electronic? It already did. So we wanted to make because we'd go crazy if we started opening the files and going, let's choose a different snare drum sample over this, and we'd never finish this. So we thought if we didn't do that and left it au natural, if you will, we'd be done with this quick. And as it turned out, we mixed it in and edited this in about 2 to 3 days. So it's pretty much done. And we have too much material now. We have over like 2 hours, and we probably shouldn't have any more than 30 at the intensity we're playing, 30 to 40 minutes. I don't think anyone will hear too much more of that. So got a lot of deciding which tracks go, but we're very excited. We hope to tour live with this, especially Europe, sooner than later.